Okay, so this is where for now we're calling it reverse enchanting, which is kind of like we're reverse engineering a deck, and we're going to be reverse engineering a top 16 deck of the last few months. So it will be from either a premier or an open event. And what I'm going to do is give you the 20 spirits, and you're going to try and as accurately as possible rebuild that deck.
All right.
So some things will be really obvious. Like, obviously, if you see 2 Earth, you have a fair idea of what card you're going to see there. So from that, we can try and determine what they are. I will also tell you what format it is in, just so that way you're not trying to build, a Firestorm deck with a Moonrise format.
Will I know the events?
You will not know the exact event.
Okay.
So it can be any top 16 from a Premier or an Open of the last 2 sets. So Moonrise or Firestorm. But obviously, with the Firestorm, that's split into 2 formats, so I would inform you of which format it is.
Exactly. It's there's a timeline that kind of follows. It's the philosophies kind of change.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the philosophy's changing is a crazy one. So I did this with Dooms yesterday, and the philosophy's changing did definitely affect him.
Yeah. What was good one format wasn't good, or one premiere wasn't played the next.
Yeah, there's that timeline before people started playing Argo, which is like a very different meta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Before Dallas?
Yep. Yeah. Pre-Dallas and post-Dallas, different game. Crazy. All right, we're going to run it through smallest to largest here.
Okay.
All right, we are going to start with... I don't think I did an intro. Oh, well. I am joined by Ari for this one.
What up?
Intro 2 minutes in, whatever. All right, we've got 1 Frost Spirit.
Okay.
We have 2 Fire Spirits.
Okay.
3 Water Spirits. 3 Thunder.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The rest are Lunar. You also will be able to get a bonus 5 points for naming whose deck it is. Which I will let you know, Doom's failed that every single time, so don't be too pressured on that.
Wait, you said naming the deck, so like
naming who was playing it.
Oh, who played it? Okay.
Yeah.
It would be hard, but I think I can.
Yeah.
So this is obviously not Firestorm. This
is a Moonrise deck.
This is Moonrise. Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, off the bat, I can already tell this is Moonrise. This is Lunar Aggro. I'm looking at Lunar Aggro. So let's start with the obvious. This was playing Lavalith, which already gives me just a good idea of what it was.
Yep.
This is a Lavalith.
So you don't need to build a side deck, and at the end, your score is based on how many cards you get accurate. Like how many cards are correct.
Frost was definitely just because it was playing 2 Cryoblast. If you would fit... So, standard ratios for Cryoblast is you play 3 Cryoblast, you play 2 Lunar or Frost Spirits, but because it's only on 1, this is obviously 2 Cryoblast.
Yep.
And then I think we'll get the obvious out of the way just so I can fill it up. 3 of that. And then we'll just fill out. I think every deck is on no less than 3 Gorgons.
I don't think a single top 16 deck has ever had not 3 Gorgons.
I think a Blizz might have. I think we had like some Blizz stuff. Now the good question is, what were the ratios back then? Because so for the other ones, Shield, PTA, Tsunami were always kind of like hovering. Some people like 2, some people like 3 for stuff. So
yeah,
I think I'll leave that for now because that's not a definite. And then obviously this is Lunar Aggro, so this was playing obviously 3 Nabi, and it was playing 3 Werepup and the old like a void. This was Moonrise, correct?
This is Moonrise.
Moonrise. Oh,
It is
no, I keep
pre-ban
thinking.
list
I
too. You
okay,
know.
yeah, I keep thinking. I keep thinking too far. I can't add it.
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
That's all right. It wouldn't be that one is not available anyway because it is Moonrise.
oh, right, yeah, Moonrise. Okay, yeah, no, I keep mixing it up. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be this, and then let's get the full moon. Ooh, now here's a question: is it one of the decks that was on Jolton back then? Because that was a tech in early Moonrise was
Yeah, the full moon is a combat trick.
Jolton. Yeah, Jolton to search the stadium, and I think I might go with that because otherwise, I think they started playing more. They didn't play 11 Lunar. I think most decks were generally not on 11 Lunar for their um for like quote unquote like lunar aggro.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was at most like 8 because you just played the lunars and that was it. And in fact, yeah, let's go grab the Joltons. Um it was playing Rabbit. People never stopped playing Rabbit, so even at 3, it was
You want to
kind of
know
wild,
something
but
funny? Dooms forgot Rabbit exists in the first list he did. So, just as a heads up, we will be doing 3 lists here. So you'll get 3
okay.
attempts.
Um so if that's the case, let me sort this now. Okay. Now I think this is pretty close to what we had back then. Let me fill it out a little bit more. Um, so we didn't have Whale, but we had Eddie, and I think people were comfortable at 3 Eddie, and I think we can comfortably say they were also on 3 Tsunami because that
Yeah,
just was the meta back then.
yeah.
Um,
Interesting. Yep.
and how many Elestrals are there? That's 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, Spec. I'm forgetting Spec. People were definitely on Spec back then.
People did like Specterus.
Um, Now the real question is whether you're on 3 or 2. But I will say for generosity, I will put 3, and then now the rest is just back row.
Yeah.
Um, so it would probably be a split of like 2 shield and 2 PTA.
Okay.
And I will
Interesting.
say, am I forgetting anything now? They're on Cryoblast. See, the problem is now that I'm thinking about it, was the Cryoblast the main? And I think
Well,
that's where you're gonna curveball me. And now that I think about it, I'm gonna take the Cryoblast out, and I'm gonna get some little bonus points by putting it inside.
do you get bonus points putting that inside?
I don't know, but I'll get some brownie points, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and also this is the more safer bet, I think. We're gonna throw in a laurels and a shield.
Okay. Are you wanting
So
to
then
lock
we
that in, or
have
do you want to keep looking?
let me keep looking.
Yeah.
Let me count how many 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then ooh, were people on 3 full moons? See, the tricky is, I'm pretty sure the like top half is right.
Okay.
It's this bottom half that like it's
Yeah.
player preference, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to like I was always like in that moment I was 3 PTA I think was better, and I didn't like shield as much, so I was on 2 shield or I was on 2 tsunami. So like it just depends on the player.
Yeah.
But I think I can comfortably lock this in.
Okay. And did you want to take a stab at who top 16 with this list?
Um, so I think this was a early Moonrise. This was I want to say I think this might have been Justin T.
Okay.
I think on one of his back-to-back victories,
Interesting.
or it was during That's the only name that I can think of, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna lock it in. But
Cool.
I don't remember who else played Lunar Aggro off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
it was a Justin T like those guys, like that was their brew and everyone kind of copied it.
Yeah.
It probably could be one of the net deckers that copied it, but
Yeah.
it will be year around this. I remember they did play Lavalith, so I'll lock it in there.
Okay, cool. All right, now we're going to go through the fun part. We're going to start removing the cards that were incorrect. I'm going to start with the side deck.
All right.
We will be removing both of those. They are both incorrect.
Oh, okay.
This player is on another level. The Frost is not for Cryoblast at all. The Frost is actually for the Leica Void.
Yep.
Now we're also going to remove the two PTAs.
That's valid.
And the Laurels.
Okay, yeah.
And the Lavalith.
Ooh.
Those two fires are actually for sideboard eruptions.
Yeah.
We're then going to remove, I believe, the 2 field spell. Yes, the 2 field spell. And 2 of the full moons.
Yeah.
We're then going to take out the 3 Specteris. Unfortunately, these were sided.
Ooh, okay.
The 3 Jolton can go.
Yep.
The 3 Eddie can go.
No Eddie. Ooh.
And then we also remove the 3 Norby. You also missed Doppelganger. Fortunately, it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay. I forgot to mention because I didn't add the Doppel because I was gonna say what I just whiffed over it, but there were some people back then that were on 2 Doppel, and that's what I was gonna debate about it, but I forgot about it. Anyways.
All right. So just to fill you in on this one, this is Bo's Volclips list.
Oh wow. Volclips. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Top 16, that was...
It was 3rd place at the end of Moonrise, the last Moonrise. Yeah. So, all right, that's all right.
Crazy is that I helped Bo with the, or at least tested against Bo with this list. But I never paid attention to the spirits that much, and I was like, I was focused in on early Moonrise. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, got you on the curveball there. That's all right.
Okay, yeah, that is a pretty... That was a big curveball.
Like, you didn't even consider it, which is crazy.
No, because 11 Lunar, I'm just like, no, that's...
Yeah. That's fair. One I hit Dooms with yesterday, he straight up was like, at one point he stopped and he's like, what if this is spiders? And he's like, no, spiders never topped. And then gave me like a fire artifact list for a spider list. It was just like, he was so close. I can't tell the lunar phases apart, so I think it's 3 crescent, 3 waning crescent, 3 new moon, 3 waxing gibbon, waning gibbons, 1 final quarter, 2 first quarter.
One of each. It's playing.
Playing 3 of a few. It's playing 1 of each at the least, but it's 2 of most. The only one of is actually the final quarter. 2 waxing gibbous and 2 waxing crescent.
I always forget which one is which.
Yeah. And then obviously the 3 Volclips and 3 Voldusk and the 1 Volclips.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, that you got me on that one. All right.
That's all right. We got 20 points there. That's not too bad.
Okay.
All right. On to the next list whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Okay.
And this time, with yesterday's video, I have got the deck list up the whole time so people can just see Doom struggling. This time, I'm going to let people play at home. So I'm going to not put the deck list up until the reveal. So
I'll put you guys in my minds right here. I feel like I had good reasoning.
Yeah.
But
yeah, absolutely. I feel like Lunar Aggro was very obvious to go with. So I think at a certain naturally point, the better choice.
I kind of psyoped myself into saying, yeah, three Thunder with 3 Jolton and 3 Abbott is okay. When people probably would have played the 4th and played Zeus, and I was like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, Zeus. Zeus was big. All right. For this one, we've got 2 thunder.
Okay.
We have 3 earth.
Okay.
We have 5 water.
All right.
5 solar. And
Yeah.
5 fire.
Ooh. Okay. Oh. And what format is this?
This
This
is
is
in
in Firestorm.
Firestorm.
Yeah.
And it is pre-Firestorm ban list.
Pre-Firestorm balance. Okay. So man, I feel like I remember what this one was, and this was um this is I think this is Bean Soldier's fire artifact list. If I remember correctly, it
Okay.
went um it
Just
was
put the new
I
Kinlear if you're doing extras of the
yeah,
old
yeah,
one.
it was definitely 2. You played 2 um you played 2 Volcaries and a Lavalith. You had a Hephaestus. Where is
So runes will be at the back.
wait.
Third up from the bottom.
No, hold on. Yeah, yeah. And then hold on. I feel like I'm psyoping myself by immediately going into something again. Where is the forge or torch? There's a torch. Hmm. There's no way you would give me another bow list. Okay, no. It's fine. Okay. So that's the fire. That is the quote unquote fire part. Let me add in uh the mandatory 3 whales in this era and the 3 Smoltuga. That's the water part, and I believe there was 2 tsunami. But let's go ahead and add in the thunder package, which was exactly where is 3 rabbit? Because that's all you need. And then let's add the obvious stuff of the omnis, because this was plain. Can't go wrong with 3 Ambro and 3 Gorgons. And now the solar stuff. Now most people might be confused on like the solar stuff, but this is more Scrap. And Scrap loved to play Cypermall and uh Heliolith because it just goes really hard. And of course with the Cypermall you play Golden Fleece.
Yep.
Um,
Interesting.
and you played a nice 2-2 and 2, and you just saw it, and then you played a liar. Um,
Okay.
wait, yes, because he did. I think he played Cypermall because Cypermall was. I know it's Helif and that, and was that enough for 5? Uh, yes, because you played 2 for Argo, and then the Golden Fleece. Yeah. Because then Cypermall would be live. Yeah. Um, and then you're on. So now the Earth part. So I believe this was on Scythe, and I want to say it was Equilinks because it was just like a mix of all the 3, all the 4. Because it was not just what ended up being fire artifacts; it ended up being fire artifacts with the scrap stuff.
Yep. Okay.
And this was like start of Clash format, kind of not Clash format, but like that era of when Clash came out. Was I used to play a list similar, but I just didn't play the solar. Um, because I prefer just more going harder into the Earth stuff, but I don't think I don't remember exactly if it's on the Earth stuff, because the Earth stuff would be like you would play this, you'd play an Equilinx, and you would play a Scythe and an EQ. And the idea for three EQ and Scythe for they're 2 costs, so why not play a 4th, is you send 1 for your Argo, and then you equip Scythe, and Scythe kills something, and then you heal back that 3rd Tratless that you used.
Yeah.
So that was the reasoning behind 3 Tratless at the time, was you heal back the 3rd one that you otherwise wouldn't have. So let me see. Let me go ahead and sort that. So is there anything I'm missing? It was I don't think it was playing the Equilinx, but I definitely think the EQ and the Scythe were that was the Earth engine, so to speak. Let me add that and the EQ, and now I believe the rest is just counter runes and artifacts, because that deck loved playing counter runes and bricks and all the other things. So I have the Gorgons in there. It was playing. Now the question is it 2 or 3 Argo?
It is a great question.
And I want to say it was on 3 because it has it has like multiple artifacts. And then it was playing 3 shields and 3 tsunami. Okay. So let me double check. So
Yeah, of
that
course.
was 3, 6, 9, 12 counter runes. I'm kind of psyching myself out on the Cybermall package, but I know Beam Soldier did play this at a point. So I think I will 2 for the oh no, wait, is that 2 rabbit? Oh, wait, what did I cut? That's not enough room. Hold on. That's my kind of ratio right here, but it was definitely 3 rabbit. Uh, so maybe it wasn't the Cyprong or the Cybermall list. The 3. I think instead this was Calfmel then. It would have to be. That's why you would play so many solar. I think you would be on 4 if it wasn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, where is the Calfmel?
First page.
First page. There it is. Go ahead and get rid of that.
You shift click the rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me sort again. Okay. And it might just be one more Volcaries or one more Calfmel. And I think I'm gonna go with one more Calf. Yeah, I'll go with one more Calfmel.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna lock this in. I don't think it's right, but I will
Okay.
say
Yep.
this is a deck.
And who played this deck?
It's no longer Bean Soldier, but I don't remember who else played this deck at the time, so I'm just gonna say Bean Soldier.
All right. Let's start picking apart the errors in here.
Yeah.
First up, both of those Earth cards are incorrect.
Wow.
It's actually on 3 vis.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay. Yeah,
Small Tuga is at 2.
that's fair.
The rabbit is a correct ratio of 3. When I saw you only put 2 in, it looked like a mistake, and I was like, uh-oh. Hope you see that, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did. You did see it.
No, that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Yeah. The three
I thought I
calf
clicked it.
mail are incorrect.
That's fair.
The Lyre of Apollo is incorrect.
Really?
Only 2 tsunami and only 2 shield.
Yeah.
And then just looking
I think it was on
through.
PTA then. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you did pull out the Supermel package.
Yeah.
It was a
I took myself out
3-2
on it.
ratio on that one. Yeah, you kind of
3-2?
talked yourself out of
Okay.
that. And 1 less Ambrosia.
Ooh, spicy. Okay.
However, that is still an insane score. I'm pretty sure that is all correct there.
And the fire
Uh,
package was right?
the fire package was spot on. Every card was
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
The 1
There's only so
Lavalith,
much you can
2
tinker with it.
Valkyries, 2 Kinleo. Like the 2
Yeah.
Valkyries ratio is an interesting one to me. But yeah,
Um,
no, you picked it straight away.
So it was just back then, it was just like Kinleo was at 2, Volcarius was at 2, and then you place Moltuga at 2 or 3 because you want to get it off, but you don't want like multiple. You're not clamoring for multiple like you would like fives cards where it's like, yeah, I want to see 2 spec back to back. It's just like, I want my Volcarius to go off. If it goes off, then I don't need the second ever. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And same thing with Kinleo, where it's like, it's kind of better as a surprise than being like, okay, I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna get Moltuga, search it, and then your opponent plays around it the whole game. It's like it was okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a Bean Soldier list. I believe he placed second with this list
Yeah.
in the event that Sir Tractor won. You also missed the 2 Ultra Stars. So it was the 2 Ultra Stars, the 3
Okay.
Vis, and the 5 card Supermail package.
Yeah.
Everything else was,
Yeah.
yeah, really good.
Oh. See,
I
people did use. I was not wrong about that on the 3 Earth though. That people
Yeah,
did
yeah.
play that.
There is a
But
sided EQ in the side deck, but
EQ. Okay.
that's about it.
Yeah. Uh, I'm pretty sure. I am 90% sure I play tested with this deck. By the way, that's why I was so familiar, and I think
Yeah.
that's why I got like 30 because I was just like, I remember looking at 555, and I was like, it just looks weird, right? Like
Yep.
you're like, what is 5 doing everywhere? And yeah, I did forget about the Vis, so I would not have gotten that.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's still good. 30 is crazy. I don't
It
think
could have been perfect. It
Hey, it
could have
was
almost.
30. It was 35 because you also got the player correct. So even better.
Oh, how do I do this again? It's there you go. All right,
All right, on
ready for the
to
last one.
the last one. I hope you like this one. All right, we're gonna start with 2 Frost,
Okay.
2 Lunar,
Okay.
4 Water,
Okay.
4 Thunder,
Yep.
and the rest are Wind.
All right. So this is my deck. Now this is pen tempo. Now the issue is now I have to figure out what what um what version, what format was this? This is
This is
V56, right?
Moonrise. This is Moonrise.
Moonrise. Oh, this is my this is no, this is not Dallas. Dallas was playing, I believe, Lunar. Um, so let's go ahead and reconstruct my list because on 8, that means I was on Galaxair. I love Galaxair. He was so cool. He's just slightly bad. Um, Now the issue is I was on. So I'm a firm believer in properly enchanted pen. Uh, and you need 6 spirits for that. So if you take away 6 of this, I'm basically playing with 14 spirits, playing 5s.
Okay.
And 2 of those would be used for either a Sorlet play, or I could then play Galaxair. So that was the. Now I always switched around at the time between 2 Galaxair or 3 Sorlet. So it's hard to tell at this point which one it was. Now I will go to Rabbit. I was always on 2. and I would be on 2 Hurricane. I cannot play it. I'll put a
Chucker.
Thunderstorm.
Yeah, thunderstorming.
Yeah, and then 2 Zeus. This was always been my quote unquote Thunder package. Actually, wait. You said this is wait, this is Moonrise?
Moonrise. Yep.
Is this pre-ban list?
The ban list was about a week long, so yes.
So Jolton or Elechik is limited, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so then Jolton would be in here. Okay, that gives me a very good time frame of when this is then. I cannot put where I will put
Yeah, put that one in.
Elechik
That's
in.
fine.
Yeah. So that would be the Thunder package then, because like Elechik is just insane, but you still play 2 Zeus because you wanted to see it.
Yep. Yep.
And then let's go with the waters. I believe I was on 2 Eddy. And now here's the hard part. I've played every 5 under the sun, so I'll put Galaxies there for now, and I will toss in. I do not remember off the top of my head if it was 2 or 3 Tsunami, because the reasoning for 2 Tsunami when everyone played 3 at the time was everyone was on 3,
Yep.
so everyone was playing around it. So like Water Enchanted Nekroth, Water Enchanted Sorlet, it was the norm. So to me, it was better to just play less copies of it, so they still see it, right? They still see it and they respect it. But then it was like, if they're always playing around it, what if they don't play around PTA or Shield or Gorgons, right? The stuff that they can't really play around. So it's like, on one hand, Tsunami was really good, but on the other hand, it was the most played around rune. So I believe I was on 3, 3, 3. Laurels would be in there somewhere. Gorgons, and then um, I don't remember if I had spoiled fruit in there at the time. The issue is that beyond what I take to premieres, I cook so much with this deck that the ratios constantly change. Even back then, it was like that's completely, Oh, let me round out the spec. It was 2 spec, I believe, because no, it's 3 spec because it's 2. And then I don't believe. Ooh, was this the one where I cited Nabi? You said it was a week into the format, so I think that was
No, I
post
said that the ban
Moonrise.
list. No. I said the ban list was like a week before the end of Moonrise, so it's obviously before ban list.
Okay.
I haven't given you a time frame on this other than it is before ban list.
Okay. And then let me how many Elestrals is this at this point? This is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's too low. Ooh. So we'll start with the side and figure it out from there. We'll go this one I will be going for all the brownie points.
You can have brownie
Just
points, but you're not
because
getting actual points for getting the side.
I love Veritaqua and I love um
At the last premiere, I played a guy that was playing Veritaqua and Verituka, and that was his deck.
yeah. Yeah. They were cool cards. And at Dallas, they were Veritaqua was one of the reasons I did so well into half of my games, which was Tornigen, which was Solar, which played Calfmel. And as soon as I put them on the back foot, they start placing that Calfmel in defense.
Yeah.
And it would always be like a toss up if they would come back from it. because they would heal off of it, they would stall out, and then they would be able to find their Winjin pieces and get Winjin and
Yeah.
Tornajin. And so Veritalqua just said no and suppressed it and killed it, and then it was like, all right, you now I'm gonna keep putting the pressure on you.
Yeah, no, this guy's game plan, he put up a Pandalance champ that burns if something is suppressed, and then just attack
Yeah.
everything with the Verits. Just removal and just burn. It was so cool.
I think the whales were. Am I missing anything? I would only be playing 4 if I was on whale in main. So I'm gonna say whale is in main at 2. I liked 2 and 2.
Okay.
And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I think the last 2. Ooh, now, was this a Crowd Blast list? Early Moonrise. Early Moonrise. I was citing the Nabi. I believe the first. I think my first. I think it was the P&M. I brought Pent, obviously, but I think I got top 8, and I remember I thought everyone would be on Lunar and Solar stuff, so I was like, no, Nabi isn't good enough. But then I ended up just not playing against it. So every time it was just, oh, cool. Was that double at the top? No. I just ended up citing it in every like game, and it was just ended up mattering a lot. And I can't remember if I was playing 1 or 2 extra Lunar for it. I think I was just playing 1. What else at the time was I playing inside? I'm definitely missing a card because again, if I'm on 3 Frost, I would be playing 3 Crowd Blast. But it could have been. I think I was playing 2 PTA. I think I never really like 11. I like 2 and 2, and I would cut the. It's either shield or PTA, but I'm gonna go with that. Of I was playing basically removal turbo
Hmm.
of you're not gonna stick a guy, and Hurricane is just gonna eat you while I hydrate you. Now this definitely isn't the Dallas list because I specifically remember 3 Lunar in my Dallas list because I was playing Nabi in main. So I'm gonna go with this is my P&M list. The one, I guess,
P&Ms
my
are
like
not
first
part of
one.
this.
Oh, P&Ms are not part of this.
It's
Ooh,
only
wait, no,
premieres
okay.
and opens.
It still might have been the first premiere right before. So I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. You got to lock in this list as well?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what was
Okay,
inside.
cool.
They're brownie points. They're brownie points.
Well, let's start with the side because it's the least important part.
Yeah.
The Norbies can come out,
Okay.
the
Was that faster
Doppelganger
though?
can come out, and
Yeah.
the Owloon can come out, and the
Yeah.
Laurels.
Fair. Might have been a main.
It was in Maine.
Yeah.
All right, the 2 Galaxy is wrong.
Okay.
The 3rd Sorlet is also incorrect.
Was it 3 Galaxy there?
It was not.
Okay.
It was, in fact, 3 Eddie, 3 Rabbit.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
As for the runes, your Hurricanes are correct. The Cryoblast at 3 is correct. The ratio on your shields and PTAs is backwards, so drop 1 shield.
Yep. Yeah. It's hard to
uh,
remember these things.
Otherwise, I believe this is fully correct, and I am shocked at how fast you picked that it was your deck. Like that was instant, and we got a 41 points here.
So you you hit me with the what tournament was this, by the way?
This is the 26th of April.
Okay. Let me see if I this I believe was
You came third with this.
yeah.
This was 2 after Dallas Open.
This was like yeah. Okay, so it was after Dallas.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't think I have that list anymore. I don't remember what version this was, but I think it was version 5 or something of Pen Tempo. I always number them Pen Tempo V whatever. I'm on 13 at this point. So it constantly changes.
Yeah.
Can you rattle off the side for me?
The side, yeah, absolutely. That's probably going to give you the most information. The side
Yeah.
deck is 2 Vis, an EQ, 2 Earth,
Yeah,
2
yeah,
Veritaqua,
I remember that. Yep.
Tsunami, 2 Boombat, 2 Magnetic, the third Galaxy, and the 2 Spoil Fruit.
Okay. Yeah, so the Earth stuff was funny because it was like um so let me go ahead and just like let me finish out this list because this is bringing back some memories for me of 3 Eddie, and then what else was it? A third PTA,
Uh, no, third Tsunami.
third
Oh,
Tsunami.
in the main deck, sorry, yeah, main deck was the third PTA.
Okay, and then what am I missing here?
What are you
Wild
missing here?
card.
It's just to cryo.
Is Laurels in there?
Yeah, Laurels. Yeah, the main deck Laurels. That's the
Okay.
one.
Yeah. So main deck Laurels because if I ever fell behind, it would be Laurels, and then if I played against Blizz or anything that liked to put up a two spirit guy, I would side in the Earth and just play the Vit or I would side in the Earth for it, and then if I needed more aggression, like against like solar decks, I would side in the Vis and just beat them.
Yeah.
And then EQ. I'd also take out the Cryo Blast if it was Frost. And what was the rest of the Boombat?
Yeah,
Boombat was
Boombat.
also I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I like Exiled Force, so
I don't know if you know this. I'm a huge Boombat fan.
yeah. I know you're number one Boombat fan. And what was the other two or the other four cards? It was
Was the 2 magnetic?
yeah. I remember after Dallas, we saw um Eruption emerge as like a tech
Yeah.
to beat um Blistrix, and also just people figured out, hey, what if we just slap in Eruption inside and play it?
And
And
then
so
it's
I was
the
always
extra tsunami and the Galaxy.
okay. I was always scared um of magnetic or like getting burned out for a game after going for like a pent or something. So I figured people would be citing this in for me. And I was just like, well, magnetic kind of what if they are at like 4 spirits and I am also at 2 spirits, and then they eruption and they go shake my hand and then I go magnetic, shake mine. It was
Yeah.
just kind of this no you counter rune that you would see hopefully over the course of your game and just be like, all right, I'm safe from eruption for the rest of the game. and I'll make you burn 4 instead of me burning for 3 because they still paid for it. So it was like it was an even massive burn on their part.
Yep. Yep.
And the Galaxir. Yeah, Galaxir. I believe this Galaxir was because I would always play against Bo, and Bo was always on Lunar Phase. And so I just got sick and tired of defense guys. So this would just come in to deal with defense guys, or if I get walled by rabbits. But yeah, this is you said this was 3rd place.
Yeah, this was a 3rd place. Yep.
This was, I believe, Dieback. No, Sir Tractor won this, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
On the what is it? The
Cryo Rhino.
Cryo Rhino. Yeah.
So this tournament, this premiere, I went. This one I actually cheated, by the way. By the way, so what happened was, I believe in round 6, I was playing against Dimax, and he was on he was on Drag King, and it was super tight game 1. I think I won the game 1. We go to side, and I sided in the Vis because I needed aggression, right?
Yep.
When I was siding, I used I still you do it is I use the same sleeves for my spirits and my main, because if I'm siding spirits inside, they have to be the same.
Yeah.
And so I made a mistake in siding, and I sided in the Tyrantlus into the main deck.
Oh no.
And didn't catch it. And then during the game, the Vis, I had it in my hand. I had not seen the Tyrantlus in the deck at all. I had not searched, I had not drawn them. And I went to go cast a Vis, or I like had it in my hands, and then I was like, I looked through my spirit deck, and I was just like, where the earth? And I was like, oh no. And it was just like, oh. And so I didn't play the Vis. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I'll just keep playing it. I just wanted to win. Because we're both undefeated at that point. It was like almost like second to last round. It was 7 rounds or something. And so, but that Vis would have connected that turn.
Yeah.
And no joke, that Vis would have won me that game. And I would have went to the next round undefeated and probably won that one as well, because I was on a super hot streak.
It always feels bad when like you had just a simple mistake you didn't realize, and it's cost you.
Yeah.
Oh, it hasn't cost you a game, but like it's just like a simple mistake, but it's technically like an error that would get you a DQ, and it's like, do I say anything and cop a DQ on a game that's won without the interaction of that card? I had one on the first iteration, I think it was, of the Celestlio list. I had one where I guess I'd forgotten to unside one card. So like when I did my unside from the previous match, I must have just missed one card, so it was still in there.
Yep.
And on the final foretell of Celestlio, it's popped up. And my opponent was like, oh, you've hit 2 guys, I scoop. And they've scooped. And I was just like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, like they don't know, but like
they don't know that I'm not main decking this. But like, what do I like say anything?
Yeah,
but at the same time,
I always make sure to. But also, no joke, I was down 2 spirits that game.
Yeah,
I was playing on 18, and not only did the Vis in that moment cost me the game, but also the 2 spirits, because I would have won if I had one more spirit with my plays.
Yeah,
with the like down a card, down the 2 spirits, like I would have mulligans.
I did that.
And I was just like, damn.
I did that at a P&M. I missed 2 spirits in siding, so I sided out 2 spirits and didn't put 2 spirits in.
Yeah.
Played on 18 spirits, just lost. I was like, damn, I died fast.
But I did end up tweeting about it, right? After the game, I lost the 3rd game, and I was like, oh well. And I tweeted it, and I was like, damn, I like scuffed myself out of the win by messing up my siding. And then Skyhawk saw it, and he pulled me aside, and he was like, did you cheat? And I was like, I guess, yeah.
Technically, yes, but more technically, I threw.
Yeah, it was like I missided. I told him everything, right? I'm not cheating for advantage.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know who waited a cheat to be a disadvantage. I was more like mad because I was 6-0 at the time. And then so what ended up happening because it didn't get caught until after the Swiss rounds.
Yeah.
And then that seventh round, I beat Coder 2-0. And then they pulled me aside and they're like, okay, so we're already done with Swiss. The penalty would have just been that game would have been forfeit, but since it wasn't brought up in that match, you'll just have a loss going forward into top 8.
Oh,
And so top 8, funny enough, was against Coder again.
yeah.
So I was down another game versus Coder, but I 2-0 again.
Oh, that's
So
good. Yeah.
it ended up not mattering, which was funny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and then but it did mental move me a little bit. I will say my third into my semi finals into Tractor, I was mental booms at that point, and you could see it in the replay. It was streamed. That match was over in like 8 minutes because he opened the nuts. I opened like garbage, and I played bad because I didn't really know how Chronorhino worked.
Yeah.
And so I had the ways to out or like stop the Cryo Rhino from coming out, but it was just like at that point I was just like, whatever. I feel bad that I cheated and I
Yeah.
should have said something. And
Yeah.
so I kind of graced out of it. But I still ended up getting third. And I will say, that is the biggest third I've ever gotten because my only losses were to Search Tractor, who won, and Dimax, who got second.
Yeah.
Like I beat everyone else. So yeah, that was one of the premieres of all time.
Yeah. No, this was like the event after I'd first played you. So like
Yeah.
you had just come third at Dallas, and I did my very first premiere the very next event, and like it was like 5th round or 4th round or something. I got paired against you, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna lose.
I know I had the drip out and everything for it.
Yeah, yeah. You had the expensive, the nice Pantera, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think I won that 2-0 because Pigleen just deals with Pantera.
Yeah. It might have been was it that? I believe I went undefeated in that one, the third place.
Um,
It might have been the premiere after.
no, so
I think
the first time I played you was the premiere before this one.
Oh, the before. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That one I got mega tilted. I ran into like 3 Fire Nexus players and kept getting Kinleo'd, and I was just like, oh, I'm so over it. That one was miserable for me.
Yeah,
I got the
yeah.
gauntlet.
Now, this one
And
here
then
was the one where I first did Outback Sunrise, and I placed 17th.
yeah. So I was mad about you because so what you did was like um you did I remember your first game or not a first but like in one of the games you started off with like Kinleo. You foretelled, I think you hit like Celestio
Yeah.
or something, and then you had like Apollo and you set one. And I was just in my head, I drew for turn and I'm like, okay, you're obviously gonna Celestio next turn, or you had like some way to get to Celestio next turn. You're gonna alter. It's an alter, or it's like Gorgons or a shield, something that guarantees it, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, it doesn't matter what I play, but I have to threaten it. And then, but in the back of my head, I was like, no, I should play Water Enchanted Sorlet. And then I just go for the non-water enchanted thing, and then you tsunami me. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, you only set tsunami? There's no way you expected, like, you like, expected that to work. But it did, because I was like, no, you would be smarter. And then no. You revealed like Leo Bright, Celestleo off the top. You got Leo Bright, and then
Yeah.
you Leo Bright, and then you Celestleo, and I was like, oh my, I can't believe I'm losing to this. And I was just so tilted after that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love Nebula Leo Bright. and Celestlio.
No,
They're
I love
just so
Neblio,
cool.
but like I was just kicking myself for thinking higher of like you wouldn't just protect it with a tsunami,
That's all
right?
I had. All I had.
Yeah. And I was just
Sometimes
like, oh,
sometimes it's like that. Sometimes all you get is the one card and it's like, hope it's enough.
yeah. And I had the play around it, but I was like, no, you wouldn't just do that. But yeah. Oh, those were memories. Those were.
All right.
I think I was pretty accurate.
Yeah. Oh, you did really
The bow
well.
trick, the trick bar, the 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 bow one was kind of a trick ball, but I don't think anyone would get that honestly,
Yeah.
because bow is a pet decker of different decks that's like
Honestly,
wouldn't
I
be
was
able to tell.
surprised at how fast you picked your own deck, just instant. Because I did the same trick to Dooms, and he missed it entirely.
So in the back of my mind, every time you started with the spirits, I was like, "Is this one of mine?" Because no one else plays exactly my spirits, right?
Yeah, okay.
And at first you went two frost, and I was two frost, two lunar. I was very confused, and I was like, and then I picked up on it. This is Moonrise. This is three spec, three cryoblast. Before you said the format for like most of these, I think the first one I didn't know, but Bean Soldiers and mine, I instantly knew the format.
yeah.
You don't have to tell me what format it is because I could tell it. But yeah.
No, that was awesome.
Just
I actually really like doing
off
these. I want to do so many.
the eighth wind is what gave it away.
Yeah,
Because eighth
yeah.
wind is very, very specific.
I was like, you'll know this is Pantera, but will you know it's your Pantera? Yes,
Yes, because no one else plays this much winds.
you do. Yeah.
Especially with only two lunar, two frost. Like, no, this is my brew.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
The hardest part was figuring out what version.
Yeah, because you have so many versions of Pantera. It's just like,
Well, because
okay.
every time I you have to innovate.
Yeah, of
If you just
course.
go in with the same list every time, you're not going to do as well.
Yeah, yep.
Like I think I've done that for the past two, but like it's always just been like I busy, so it's like it
Yeah,
sucks.
yep.
But yeah, no, innovating is
And
the way to
especially
go if
because
you
like
ever want to get.
the format changes throughout, like as you go.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Like,
constantly evolving. Just look at the magnetic force fields,
yeah,
like
you don't see
the
that
Biz.
anymore.
Yeah. Like a lot of these things were very meta specific, like less frost stuff. Like Blizz was still in a threat, but it was not the end all be all because it was so bricky and it was seen as like a failure to convert in high regard. So it was like if I go against a Blizz, I might just get sacked, but it doesn't matter if I have Cryoblast in main if I get sacked or not. It depends on them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it was just like, and I believe and this was around the point that Argo and this was when people started playing Argo everywhere. And so that's why Cryoblast was a bane, because if I just get rid of your guy before it comes out, then you can't Argo on it.
Yeah.
And so
Anyway,
it's just a lot of things. Also, Galaxer was an Argo out because it messes with the stats.
yes, yeah. Well, thank you for joining me. Please recommend this to the other Penthouse players. I would love to do this with as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Like I have a blast watching people try and like brainstorm things while I've got the list up, just being like, oh, really interesting mindset. And like just the sheer difference between you and Dooms through these has been so good. Because like I gave Dooms his like top 16 Zephyrog list, and he was like, I think this is Water Reanimator.
Was he as confident with his answers?
He was confident with the first two, but that second one really demoralized him. Like that second one, he got it very wrong, and he was like, "Oh, okay." And then so the third one, he was very unsure.
It's funny that you recommended me the Bean Soldier list because I did play with it for so long, or not for so long, but like privately in testing, I did play it.
Initially, I hit you with. Initially, I planned to do 3 Penthouse lists, and then I was like, it might be too obvious. It might be too easy if it's 3 Penthouse lists. But you did better with the Bean Soldier list than the Bow list anyway. So
Because Bo kind of works on their own thing.
yeah. Well, you got a total
Uh,
of 96 points out of a potential, what is it, 45 times 3, whatever that equates to.
that is 135.
135, yeah. So not too far off. Did a
Not
lot better
not
than
not bad, not
Doobs.
bad.
Doobs got
Yeah,
75.
yeah. I don't doubt if you bring on my goat Bean or
Oh, I
I would
would love to
say
get Bean Soldier on.
I would say like Dimax is pretty versed in deck building.
Yeah.
Dimax would definitely pick up on a lot of this. But yeah, thank you for having me.
No, happy to. It was awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Toodaloo.
Yep. See you. Thank you.